Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show, sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga, Top Shine Detailing. Check us out on all of our platforms. Slow news day because what dominated the news yesterday was New Hampshire. Trump won 55% to 40, or 56% to 43% with 90% of the vote. I don't know if it got to be 100% this morning, 55-43, excuse me, over 12% lead. He's up 30 points on her in South Carolina. He's going to win Nevada. She's pulled out of there. I mean, this is unbelievable. However, as I said on my Facebook Live last night, Nikki Haley is going to stay in this race, she says, with her billionaire supporters for several reasons. But the number one reason nobody's talking about, it isn't just because she's backed by some rhino groups, but it's because of this. She's going for the improbable. If something were to happen to Donald Trump, stroke, death, some scandal that does finally knock him out or something like that, she wants to be the last woman standing and be the beneficiary of that in the later primary times. It's going to have to happen soon because Trump's going to keep racking up delegates. But that would be the game plan I think that she's doing. You know, it's like, hey, I'm going to stick in this thing. I want to be the last person standing. Not only that, she continues to increase her name recognition. But there's some possible backlash. Do you stay on too long? And then there is hard feelings. My guess is that's probably not the case. He made up with DeSantis. He'll make up with Haley too. Unite the party, so to speak, when she does finally drop out. So Nikki Haley got what she wants. She's mano a mano. She has no chance to win this thing at all. Her motives for staying in are selfish, not Republican Party reasons, not American reasons, selfish reasons. Another reason not to support her. Trump all the way. Kari Lake, there's an audio recording released where the chairman of the state Arizona Republican Party tried to bribe Kari Lake to not run for U.S. Senate. Was it a political thing or an outright bribe? You'll have to determine yourself. Amazon fined $35 million for their over-monitoring of their employees. And last but not least, Nathan Wade, based upon the release of the divorce file, the special prosecutor for Fannie Willis, has lots of drug and alcohol problems in his past. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show, local news, sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga, Top Shine Detailing, and check us out on all of our platforms. Lead story, Covington shooting. A 14-year-old is dead, another teen hospitalized after a shooting near Latonia Elementary School yesterday. How do you like that? I tell you right, there's more and more shootings in Latonia. Scary stuff. All right, gun shop is sued. The big Louisville shooting down at the bank, the victims have now sued, got national lawyers involved that specialize in this. The actual gun shop owners, River City Firearms, I think they got a real problem with what's called proximate causation, but we'll see. Remember, Kentucky's judicial system is liberal. In local news, Ed Massey kicked off his party. Kelly Craft was the speaker, and Ed Massey got censored by the Boone County Republican Party, and I just did a Facebook Live about it this morning. I will support Ed Massey over T.J. Roberts any day of the week. Ed Massey is a lawyer of note, and he is much better than T.J. Roberts, who just graduated from law school, is a evil, nasty little Thomas Massey nasty, and lives with his grandma. State rep. He's not a serious person. All right, in Kentucky news, new vehicle registration system is off to a flying start. Long lines. We'll see if they work out all the kinks. In Ohio news, Governor DeWine's Super Bowl trip expenses will not be revealed by an Ohio Supreme Court 4-3. Guess what? The Republicans were block it. DeWine's son even voted for it. Joe Deters, who he appointed. Although I like Joe Deters. But that's funny, isn't it? All right. China Auto Parts store in auto parts manufacturer in Ohio was raided. Why the hell are they? Why do we have any China business here? And last but not least, in Indiana news, there's a pickleball Ponzi scheme. They even have corrupted pickleball. What's next? Croquet? This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Don't be an unmuzzled, salt-buttered prig. Subscribe to Eric Deters Weekly News.
You're watching Eric Deters World News, the latest headlines. Urgent calls from the UK health officials prompt parents to schedule measles, mumps and rubella shots for their children, responding to a surge in measles cases and the lowest vaccination rates in a decade. The National Health Service launches a campaign as England reports about 250 confirmed measles cases, mostly in children under 10. Turkey's parliament grants approval for Sweden to join NATO, with President Erdogan expected to sign its law soon. The historic decision leaves Hungary as the sole NATO member yet to endorse Sweden's membership. Erdogan, who had initially opposed Sweden's bid, received his stance last summer, paving the way for the significant NATO expansion. In other news, a 29-year-old man is arrested on suspicion of 76 murders after confessing to starting last August's deadly fire in Johannesburg's building during a public inquiry. The tragic incident, which claimed 77 lives and highlighted issues of neglected buildings in South Africa, unfolds as the suspect provides evidence during the inquiry. And a military transport plane crashes in Russia's Belgorod region, with Moscow accusing Ukraine of shooting it down. The aircraft carried 65 prisoners of war and 9 others. The incident adds complexity to the already tense relations between Russia and Ukraine, raising questions about the circumstances surrounding the crash. That's the latest headlines. Until tomorrow, cheerio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the American cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries. Sports Without Boundaries. Sponsored by Top Shine Detailing. All right, here we go. The University of Kentucky sucked last night. They lost 62-79. At one point, it was over 20 points. They could not defend the three, and they could not make a basket. They score 105 points on Saturday. 3 days later, 62. Just tells you the difference between home and away. This was a wake-up call. Embarrassing defeat. You go up to 6, well, we'll be back down to 10 or less. All right, Xavier last night lost to Creighton 85-78, gave them a battle. Creighton is ranked 17th. Dayton 66, LaSalle 54, go Flyers. And Duke beat the Louisville Cardinals 83-69. Uga, the 10th Bulldog. They call her also X because she's 10th. Dead at 10 years old. God love her. Look at her. So sweet. Uga. All right. Tristan Thompson of the Cleveland Cavaliers suspended 25 games for violation of drug policies. Uh-oh. Olympic men's basketball. LeBron James hasn't played in a while. He's ready to go. Curry's never played. He's ready to go. Embiid is ready to go. He's now a United States citizen. Durant, ready to go. By the way, unlike the Dream Team years, international basketball is really good. So it's apples to oranges. We need our best players. All right, it's final now. Beltre, Helton, and Maurer, all Hall of Famers. And you know what, folks? It's so weird because also Jim Leland. It's so weird because these names just don't ring a bell like other Hall of Famers do. And somebody just said, Josh Wentz, that they need to do away with the steroid block because those players are the ones that you really think of. You know, Bonds, Rodriguez,
especially Todd Helton. I don't get that.
Clemens. Yeah, Todd Helton. I don't think. Who thinks Todd Helton Hall of Famer? I mean, it's weird. Tyreek Hill gets married 2 weeks later, is filed for divorce. But now he's also said that despite filing for divorce, he's still married. That's right, Tyreek, until it's final. And he's also, it's been announced, he's fathered like 59 kids by 48 different women.
And his house burned down.
And his house burned down. And he lost in the playoffs. Tyreek's having some rough times here. Boy, she's pretty. Tyreek. All right. The Bucks have fired Griffin. Adrian Griffin, after 43 games, they were in second place. You know, apparently Giannis and Lillard did not like him. See ya. You know, probably no sport, the major sports, more where a player can decide the coach than the NBA because you only play 5 at a time. All right, let's talk Super Bowl logo, Josh Wentz. Do you believe the conspiracy of it being fixed because they designed it for the 49ers and the Ravens colors? Oh, my God. Do you think this is a coincidence or do you think it's real?
I don't know, man. I think the NFL is rigged, but I don't think it's because of
I don't think they rig it down to the play.
Yeah.
I think they might rig it to what team they want to win, and the refs can have a lot to say about it.
Yes.
That's what I believe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, American Jerry and Bulldog Nation, stick around for Pop Culture. Ladies and gentlemen, American Jerry and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Pop Culture Show, sponsored by Top Shine Detailing. Let's have some fun as always. Kim Kardashian takes this photograph of her purse closet. You know, some women dream about having a big walk-in closet. She has a purse closet this big, owns 129, how do you pronounce that word? Valencia purses. Remember the backlash of Valencia? She's now going to be a spokesperson for them. 129 purses. Now, this is what I do not understand about this, Josh Wentz. The people that follow her can't afford one of these damn purses. Why do they follow her? Why do they care about Kim Kardashian? I don't get it. I mean, worship of wealth for wealth's sake. I don't get it. All right, Chris Young, country music star, arrested in Nashville, disorderly conduct, assault on a police officer, domestic violence. You know what his fans are going to do? Go wild! Buy more tickets. All right, Amy Robach and TJ Holmes do a podcast together. And yesterday she broke down crying about him not showing enough emotion and being invested in a relationship and all this stuff. Why would anybody do this? And by the way, there's a reason why couples don't survive reality television. This is why. Jeez, can you imagine you and your wife's, everything about you and your wife's relationship aired for the world? Hell no, me there. Unbelievable. All right, this guy is a legend from the 1700s. Had the longest nose recorded in history, 7+ inches. Now, I know you're thinking, because you're perverted too, you're thinking what I'm thinking. Now, does this guy have a willy whacker? Because I just think it's a case of the willy whacker going on the nose instead of where it belongs. What do you think, Spindley? God had a funny joke on this guy, placed his willy whacker in the wrong place. Spindley's looking through the window. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Don't you talk English? You're from Britain. All right. Hugh Hefner's last words, according to his last wife, Crystal Hefner, who admits she never loved him, oh, shocker, was, I'm okay. You know what? As a man, by the way, this guy's creepy. And we've learned a lot of extra creepy stuff about him. But there's a lot of dudes that would love to trade places with that guy's life of 90 years. As messed up as it was. I mean, my God. He saw more beautiful women than anybody. All right. Counselor of State's been removed from Prince Andrew and Prince Harry, which means, I bet you Spindley doesn't know this, that they can't stand in the place of the king. That really pissed him off. I will gladly be your counselor of state there, Charles. All right. Real Viper. It actually exists. His name was Pete Pettigrew. And it's a pretty cool story. Viper, of course, co-signed Viper in Top Gun. but there was apparently a real pilot that did all that great stuff. John Daly took to the stage in Kid Rock's Nashville Theater and belted out Bob Dylan. Apparently did pretty well.
National treasure.
National treasure, John Daly. And the Oscars came out. And folks, I printed this off because I wanted to make sure that I got all of it right so you knew. They didn't like Barbie. Do you believe that? I mean, I can't believe this. I cannot believe that Greta Gerwig's Barbie and Margot Robbie have been snubbed. I mean, I think she should get Best Actress for her performance of Barbie. By the way, Bill Maher pointed out, Josh Wentz, that Mattel's board, like they made it like a patriarchy, and it was an all-male board in the movie. Yeah. Mattel's board is 50% women, 50% men. So that what they were making fun of wasn't real. But other snubs, Penelope Cruz in Ferrari, Zac Efron for Iron Claw. Who cares, right? Oscars. I used to love this. I hate it. I don't watch award shows anymore. And rest in peace, Charles Osgood. I love this guy on the Sunday morning show. He was a great reporter. Charles Osgood, dead at 91. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.